So there's a whole sort of unspoken communication which occurs sort of chest to chest and arm to arm, hand to hand. So it's quite a magical experience, but it's absolutely captivating to be part of it. And I think that unspoken communication in concert with the music, if you like, is at the heart of it. I have been dancing tango for just about 20 years, but 2 years after I started tango, I was diagnosed with Parkinson's. I think it all centres on the embrace. It's a dance, as a social dance, essentially a dance of close embrace, and it's not choreographed. You don't learn a sequence. Well, when you begin, you learn a sequence of steps, but very quickly that sequence of steps sort of drops away, and you figure out what to do in communication with your partner. So there's a whole sort of unspoken communication which occurs sort of chest to chest and arm to arm, hand to hand, also through the music. So it's quite a magical experience, but it's absolutely captivating to be part of it. I look at the various benefits, the kind of physical impact of tango on Parkinson's, and the psychological, social, emotional. Well, the physical side is, I suppose, is the obvious place to start. So it's a really difficult dance for a start, and because it involves multitasking. That's something that people with Parkinson's find really difficult. Trying to do more than one thing at the same time is a real challenge. So that in itself is of benefit. And there's something about the degree of challenge which makes it particularly powerful somehow. It asks all the things from a dancer that people with Parkinson's can't do. Like, it requires balance. That's the first requirement, which is completely shot if you have Parkinson's. It requires good posture, which is also a real challenge. And then it requires you to be able to step confidently, to initiate movement and respond to movement, to turn, to twist, to pivot, to negotiate your partner's feet. All of these things are challenges for people with Parkinson's and have been looked at in research. So for example, there's one study in the States that looks at stride length and gait in people with Parkinson's, and the results are sort of small scale, but quietly confirming, I think, that tango is a benefit. I would recommend anybody with I'd recommend anybody with or without Parkinson's to dance, to find out about it. And I think tango is really worth the pain, really worth the effort.